So I ended up not taking any trades today for a couple reasons. It was overall really, really boring price action. But I did start a new eval account. I did drop the Apex account, moved over to Top Step. So as you can see, I'm up $400. The account's at 50,410. So still a combine stage, of course, but I'm feeling a lot better on the Top Step platform. Apex is okay. It was kind of my fault for not reading into the rules very well. And kind of just trading on it and really just not, wasn't the best decision to go on Apex. I should have chose Top Step a while ago. Top Step's a lot easier. Really, I mean, pretty good charts. I still use TradingView to do most of my charting, though. I'm really used to this whole system, really, with my indicator, and all the just session highlights are really easy. It's kind of hard for me to just look at a blank chart without these session highlights, because I do trade a lot of liquidity sweeps of session highs and lows and not necessarily just hourly highs and lows. So being able to visually see it. But Top Step's really good. Obviously, I'm up. I had a really, really big trade on Friday. I should have done a recap on that. It was a $600 win. Was extremely, extremely clean price action. So here's actually the screenshot of it. Again, it was on Top Step, so it wasn't. You don't see the arrows because it's not on. There's no trade of 8 anymore. But this was the trade. Was overall really, 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 really clean. I wish we got price action like this a little bit better. Yesterday we had really clean price action, but was really hard to want to enter when we had as much news as we did yesterday. We had PMI and flash PMI at 9:45, but overall was really, really clean price action yesterday. Just looking at the hourly looks like immaculate, taking out London lows, moving up to London highs. But again, today was really boring. If you look at the 5-minute, it's more or less a disaster. There's no clean direction. ES looked a little bit better with it taking out London session lows really, really early into New York session, and like literally the first candle that quote unquote technically New York session is open. We did take out London session lows, and we were kind of just hovering in this fairly tight price range on the 5-minute. 15-minute is kind of the same idea here. It was really boring, right? It was hard to find a trade. If you look at the 5-minute or the 1-minute time frame, you see there really weren't any fair value gaps to take trades off of. There really weren't any inverse fair value gaps. It was a lot of overlaying wicks. We can look at the 5-minute actually and see how big these wicks are in these candles. Typically means price action isn't going to be the best. And again, like I said earlier, when you have a Powell speech at 10 a.m., literally in the middle of the macro, price action is probably not going to be the best. And today we got exactly that. We didn't get the best price action, but I mean that's going to happen. And the best thing you can do on these days is sit out, because a lot of emotions come into play when you're trying to take trades in this. When it gets this choppy, when there's not a real clear direction, I think we're overall going to end up taking out these highs after ES at least took out London session lows. It's going to take some time. It'd be tough to try to enter a trade, at least accurate trade. And you'd be in the trade for a long time. You'd probably have to de-risk. So it's pretty ugly. Tomorrow we have the same thing. I know Powell is speaking again in the morning, but after that, the rest of this week is looking a little bit better. So overall was a really boring day. It was just testing patience and waiting to see a setup. And you don't see a setup, you don't take a trade. And when that happens, you win the day, right? You didn't make any money. You didn't lose any money. You followed your trading plan, though, and when you follow your trading plan, that's a day you win. Rather I get smoked, rather I kill a trade like I did on Friday. If you follow your trading plan, you win the day. And when you don't take a trade, when the 5-minute chart looks like this, you win the day. So it was overall boring, but it's going to happen, and we're going to be coming in tomorrow. Probably going to be the same thing tomorrow. Again, like last week, we had phenomenal price action on Wednesday, the day of FOMC, which I could not believe that. Yeah, we got price action that looks this clean on Wednesday, the day of like FOMC meetings. Like I couldn't believe that, because the past 4 of them have been terrible price action in the morning, and that's a given, right? When you have FOMC in the afternoon, it's probably going to be terrible. And you can see the afternoon was terrible, but we see in the morning was unbelievably clean, right? Market opens, we dump, we sell off, we take out London session lows. Right, if we're continuing to go lower, I'm probably not going to take a trade. I didn't take a trade that day, I remember, because I was at the Michigan Amateur Championship. But was overall super, super clean. Besides this little chop right here we had for 10 minutes, other than that, was super, super, super clean, right? You wait for a retracement, and price just rips up and absolutely smashes take profit. So this was overall really clean price action that day. We had a couple. Friday was really good. Wednesday and Friday, I think last week were the two extremely clean price action days. So hopefully we continue to do this. Yesterday we had good price action. Obviously today is not going to be the same case, but I hope we continue to get good price action. And continue to see good setups for them, right? I hope a lot of people start winning. I like seeing that on my TikTok. A lot of people winning, a lot of people taking the same good trades, a lot of people seeing good setups. So, again, unfortunate day, but, again, you didn't lose, right? If you didn't lose on the day, you won the day. So, we're going to be going at that.